Welcome back to Von Blues Boxing, man. What's going on with everybody? So I wanted to drop this video just to give, heads up. We got a big fight coming up in June or July. We got the return of Stephen Coolboy Fulton versus Daniel Roman, the former WBA and IBF 122-pound champion. The fight is scheduled to be in June or July. I seen that via Boxing Scene. We know about Coolboy Steven, came off a win against Angelo Leo where he won a WBO title, and then in a controversial fight against Brandon Figueroa, he won the WBC title, so there was some controversy. There's some people that think Brandon Figueroa won that fight, people that thought Steve Fulton won that fight, but I thought it was going to be a rematch for that fight, but didn't happen. No rematch clause, and I think Brandon Figueroa going up to 126 pounds. I mean, I would love to see Fulton and Brandon Figueroa fight again before they, once they keep, as they move up weight and stuff like that. I would love to see that rematch. It was a good fight. It was a fun fight. I enjoyed that fight a lot. So we got Daniel Roman. So Daniel Roman is the former WBA IBF champion. He lost a split decision close fight against Mirajan Akhmalev. I'm probably saying the man's last name wrong, but Mirajan. He lost the belts to him. And he just, he just kept building his way back up. He got a win over, I forgot the guy's name, and then he beat Carlos Payano, former, I believe, 118-pound champion, best known because he was stopped again in the World Super Series against Inoue. He was stopped by Inoue. So this is a good fight. Daniel Roman is 31 years old. He's still pretty young in the sport of boxing. I mean, he's getting older, but he's still pretty young and fresh in his prime going against Stephen Fulton. So I think this is a good fight. The 122-pound division is one of my favorite boxing divisions in the sport of boxing. A lot of those guys are pretty good up there. They all tend to fight each other. They don't allow promotional issues and things of that nature and crossing the street stopping them from making the best fights. You got Reese Aleem, who's still there. You still got Angelo Leo. You still got of course, you got Mirajan, Daniel Roman, Steve Fulton. You got Aaron Almeida, who's another good fighter. He has some losses on his record, but he always makes a good account of himself and always gives a really good, tough fight. So the 122-pound division is pretty good, man. There's some good talent, and there's some guys at 118 who might come up. So, yeah, so it's going to be in June or July. Daniel Roman has been, one of the better guys at 122-pound division for some years. He always puts on good fights and fun fights. And I think him and Steve Fulton are going to be a really good fight, a fun, really, really good fight. And then hopefully after the winner of Daniel Roman and Steve Fulton, we can get the undisputed fight with Mirajan. After Mirajan, I think Mirajan got a fight coming up too. So after he wins, after he fights, and if he's successful, and the same thing with Steve Fulton or Daniel Roman, whoever's successful, hopefully we can get undisputed at 122 pounds. That would be big, man. Like I said, anytime there's a 4-belt undisputed fight on the line, I always show love and give credit to that fighter. If that fighter becomes undisputed, he's almost basically on my pound for pound list. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just the rarity in the sport to have an undisputed champion in boxing. It's pretty rare. Now, last year we had, what was it, 3 undisputed boxing matches? A lot of people say, oh, well, we don't get this, we don't get that. We had 3 undisputed boxing matches last year. We had 3. We had Josh Taylor, Jose Ramirez, we had Brian Castano, Jermell Charlo, and then we had Caleb Plant and Canelo Alvarez. So, I mean, that's a good sign. You know what I'm saying? And we had multiple unification bouts in the year too. We had Steve Fulton, Brandon Figueroa fought for a unification bout. Who else? I know it's some more unification boxing matches. And the women too. Last year, we had a couple undisputed fights. We had Cecilia Brækhus and Jessica Matskill. We had who else won for undisputed? Well, this year we got Amanda Serrano and Katie Taylor. Don't miss that. That's on April 30th. And so yeah, man. So don't miss this fight. It's gonna be a good fight. You know what I'm saying? I'm a big fan of Steve Fulton. Like Daniel Roman, thinks he's a hell of a fighter, and don't miss that fight. So it's going to be in June or July. PBC is putting it on. I don't know what location. They didn't say any of that, but just wanted to get that out to y'all. So y'all be good. Y'all be safe. Von Blues Boxing. I'm out.